After studying this module, you shall be able to understand the meaning of organizational structure and design, conceptualize contingency theory of organizational structure, distinguish between organic and mechanistic structures, identify various types of organizational structures, and know about the recent innovations in organizational designs. Introduction. To meet the competitive environment of the contemporary times, organizations have adopted various innovative ways of organizational structures and designs. The structure and design of an organization is essential to form a framework on the basis of which behavior and attitudes of the employees are shaped. The structure is also essential to motivate and coordinate people, functions, and divisions effectively. It is especially vital for the sustenance of larger organizations than smaller ones. The preset module details about the relationship between organizational structure and design. It explains the main contingencies that affect the process of organizational structure. The three contingencies, namely organizational, environment, information technology, and human resources, are discussed in light of today's organizational structures. Further, the main structures that organizations use to distinguish their activities and to group people into functions or divisions are elaborated. The 5 main organizational structures explained in the module are functional, product, market, geographic, and matrix. Finally, the emerging trends in organizational design, that is, the team-based designs and the virtual designs, are explained. Organizational structure and organizational design. The main aim of employees working in any organization is to accomplish the organizational goals and targets. This is only possible if organization is successful in establishing the structure in a way that working relationships among its employees are harmonious. The structure and design of an organization largely regulate and predict the behavior of employees working in it. Moreover, with changing trends, advancement in information technology, and globalization, it is imperative that organizations adopt innovative ways of designs and structures in which people and groups can function efficiently to meet the challenges of competitive environment. Choosing an appropriate structure and then designing it in an effective way is a significant challenge for an organization. At times, this becomes a parameter of distinction between effective organizations from the ineffective ones. Design and structure of an organization is significant in a number of ways as described. First, it is directly related to employees' motivation to work hard and to enhance supportive work attitudes. Second, it increases the likelihood that different departments, divisions, teams, and functions will work in coordination and harmony by sharing resources and working effectively. Thirdly, by laying out a well-planned structure and design, an organization gives an implicit message to the workers that how it wants them to behave, what attitudes it encourages, what is simply intolerable, and what it desires its members to accomplish. In a way, design and structure are directly linked with employee performance and organizational productivity. What is organizational structure? As defined by Jones in 2007, organizational structure is the formal system of task and job reporting relationships that determine how employees use resources to achieve the organizational goals effectively. It is to be noted that organizational designs are framed for a purpose. The common purposes for which organizational structures are framed include organizational strategy, to cope up with environmental uncertainty, to reflect the beliefs and assumptions of those in power, and to support its core technology. What is organizational design? In contrast, organizational design is the procedure of making the specific choices about how to arrange the tasks and job relationships that comprise the organizational structure. It is a process by which management identifies various components of the organization and forms a structural framework in accordance to which the components coordinate, integrate, and function. The culture and climate in which an organization is operating is given due consideration while designing organizational structure. Contingency theory of organizational structure. Organizations are continuously affected by various environmental contingencies or situations that keep changing its demands in terms of structure and design. As each organization has a different set of contingencies, there is no one best way to design an organization. Due to this, certain factors have been elaborated in the contingency theory that forms a guideline for designing the structure of an organization. According to contingency theory, an organizational structure should be designed to match the contingencies, that is, factors or conditions that affect it the most and cause it the most uncertainty. The three important factors that need to be considered while designing an organizational structure are the nature of organizational environment, advancement in technology, especially the information technology, and human resources characteristics. The nature of organizational environment. Organizations are surrounded and affected by a variety of social, cultural, political, and economic environment. As a general rule, the rapidity with which the forces in the organizational environment change, the most likely the choice of design will be the one that brings flexibility to the organization. This is due to the fact that rapidly changing environment brings uncertainty and problems related to accessing of resources that organization requires to perform well. In lieu of taking quick decisions related to procurement of resources and speeding up the communication process to maintain the efficiency, the organization needs to be flexible and adaptable with respect to changing environment. In such cases, it is required that organization adopts decentralized policies and gives autonomy to the employees to take decisions. This is the reason that with the advent of globalization, many organizations have adopted self-managed, team-based organizational structure. In contrast, a stable environment in which resources are easily available and uncertainty is less, a formal or stable structure is efficacious. Formal policies, centralized decision making, and a well-defined hierarchy of authority are likely to be appropriate in this case. Advancement in technology. Define